Huzzah, it's time for another great week of This Is True Really News. We need you to help out by liking, subscribing, and following. Now, if you've already done the subscribing and following,
just remember to like, because it's working. It's helping already. Thank you, and please keep it up. Actually,
we are now healthier and feel younger than ever before.
No, we've lost weight, and we're going to be on drinking. Shark Tank.
Although there are times when we do this, I feel like starting again. So anyway, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the follow button, Fred the button.
That's right.
Right buttons. Come out. You can also leave comments wherever you find us, or you can leave a comment, a question, a comment, or a snark, or a news story.
There you go.
If you'd like to share. TITR@netradio.network.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
The BBC is reporting North Korea's state television channel has censored a BBC gardening program.
Okay, wait. BBC.
Mm-hmm.
And a what Dakota?
North Korea.
Oh, I thought it was North Dakota.
Yeah, no.
They're not alike at all.
No, not. What they did was they blurred out presenter Alan Titchmarsh's trousers. I was so afraid I wasn't going to be able to say his
I'm just
name.
going to stare at my Batman poster now for a while.
Titchmarsh.
And you're going to keep going for it.
Titchmarsh.
Okay.
Is he from the Boston Titchmarshes?
Probably. The one near Hudson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Payers Central TV aired a 2010 edition of Alan Titchmarsh's Garden Secrets for its morning audience.
There's nothing to this story. You just like saying Titchmarsh. Yeah.
But made sure that viewers could not see his jeans.
Did he have some sort of anti-North Korean language on them?
Well, in logic only reserved for the wokest, North Koreans see jeans as a symbol of Western imperialism. They're probably racist too.
Jeans?
Well, in North Korea.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's taken me to reach the age of 74 to be regarded in the same sort of breath as Elvis Presley, Tom Jones, Rod Stewart, wearing trousers that are generally considered by those of us of a sensitive disposition to be rather too tight, he told the BBC.
No, it's the only named old guys?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, because he's 70.
He is an old guy, yeah.
I've never seen myself as a dangerous subversive imperialist. I'm generally regarded as rather cozy, pretty harmless. So actually, it's given me a bit of street cred, hasn't it?
Yeah, a guy in his 70s should never be saying street cred.
North Korean TV often pirates content from foreign broadcasters, blurring out on-screen logos to hide the original source. But everybody knows what it is, right?
Do they?
Well, sure, because they've seen the
everybody out here knows it.
Right. Everybody in there,
doesn't have a clue.
The TITR Deep Investigative Team says there's no truth to the rumor. We started claiming the name of the show would be changed to Gangsta Garden Secrets. And I thought it was some of our better work.
What do you grow in a gangsta garden?
Silver bells and cockle shells.
No,
maids all in a row.
Basically, just use it for digging holes.
Yeah, I suppose that's. Oh, there you go.
See, there's a mafia tie-in.
I like it.
Although gas prices aren't as ridiculously high as they were at one point during the pandemic, which is now apparently the benchmark. If they're not that high, they're okay. The hell is wrong with you people? Anyway. One woman found.
By the way, last September, November, and December, we hit records of the country to pump the most oil ever.
Us? No, that can't be.
It was us.
Must be Saudi Arabia.
We set records.
We set Iraq or Iran or those.
No,
oil
we
places.
set a record in September, then bested it in November and December,
and then send all of it off to this world oil thing.
And our prices stayed high.
Yep.
And the president can't figure out why
he can't figure out.
He's not getting any credit for this great economy. He hasn't looked at anything in terms of prices, has he?
This great economy?
Well, they keep telling me it's great.
I suppose if you put it up against North Korea's.
Well, if you tell the lie long enough.
One Nebraska woman has found a way to get really cheap gas. March 6th of this year, Don Thompson was busted. The 45-year-old Lincoln resident. What?
Really cheap gas. Beans.
Oh, it is.
Just buy the beans.
Oh, no. This is for her automobile.
Oh, okay.
The 45-year-old Lincoln resident stands accused of illegally procuring a massive amount of gasoline for free from a local gas station. Allegedly. Does allegedly actually do anything?
No.
Remember how you were...
It does not
if you
protect
put that in
you
there,
legally.
You can't get sued. No, you can.
That's what they told us when we were in school, and they were wrong.
They were wrong. Thompson apparently discovered a way to glitch the station's pumps using nothing but her rewards card.
Really?
Apparently, if you swiped it twice, it went into demo mode. Anyway, her reward card swiped twice confused the machines and allowed her to then pump thousands of gallons of gasoline, not paying a singular thin dime. Not only did she scam the gas station herself, but she also allowed others to get discounted gas with her card. That means they have one lady who has paid like $500 to her for $700 worth of gas. Still.
Ooh, this is a good money-making scheme. We ought to work on this.
It's going to end up being a felony. You realize that, right? There's going to be prison time.
Well, what do you do with the women if it's a felony?
Get away from me. It'll be a gallony?
A womany.
Get away.
Girlany.
The gas station eventually noticed the theft because think about it, you wouldn't really. They contacted the police, and following a months-long investigation, Thompson has now been arrested, is waiting trial. Here's the timeline for you. November 13th, 2022 is when they believe Thompson first started stealing fuel from the pump and pantry station in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Pump and panty station?
Pantry.
Oh, I was interested there for a second.
No, you weren't. You were just being smutty again. As nothing good lasts forever, she got thousands of dollars worth of free gas and got away scot-free. But a year later, look at that, only 11 months later, October 20th, 2023, the pump and pantry's loss prevention manager, because they have one, called the Lincoln police after he was informed about unusual activity with a certain rewards card. Indeed, pump and pantry system recorded every single time that Thompson or someone else used her card, although we doubt the card was registered under a real name because that'd be stupid. The cops could check surveillance camera footage, though, and that's how they saw the car, registration number on the car with number in hand. They did the Hawaii Five-0 thing. But it took time because not everything can be solved in an hour like television. So
why can't we do it more like the TV?
So November 13th of 22 to October 30th of 2023 to March 6th, 2024, we have a bingo. She's paid her $7,500 bail and is not currently in jail, scheduled for a hearing April 11th.
That's amazing.
Yeah, jail time over all that free gas. That'll be funny.
You know, if she hadn't lent it to people, that might have gone unnoticed for a very long
years.
time. Yeah. That's amazing. I
would have tried it at every pump and pantry?
Yep.
I would have tried it at every one in the frickin' state.
Right. That way.
I'm not paying for the gas. I go anywhere.
It's harder to track.
Exactly. What is this? Oh, it's some card.
Bad behaviors from Brickbat at Reason.com.
Are we on this list?
No, these are all police misbehaving.
Oh, good. Because
there's just two of them. Kentucky's Louisville Metro Police released cell phone videos that show two officers, count them, throwing slushies on pedestrians from inside unmarked police vehicles. Just take that in for a second. Just ruminate.
Tell me, they're at the college, right? They're patrolling the college area?
I have no idea. Officers Brian Wilson and Kurt Flynn pleaded guilty in 2022 in federal court to violating the rights of citizens through arbitrary use of force when on duty. Assault with a slush.
Everyone I know named Brian Wilson is just a little bit off. Brian Wilson cop, Brian Wilson beach boy. You know what I mean? Just a little.
Hearing it. Flynn was sentenced to 3 months in prison, while Wilson received 30 months in prison, with each sentence followed by 3 years of probation. And that seems only appropriate. What were they thinking?
They weren't.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Police in
policeman.
Police spoosh. Police in Senatobia.
Okay. I have a badge.
Yeah, get away from here. I'll arrest you for walking around with a slushie all over you. Police in Senatobia, Mississippi arrested 10-year-old. Now, this is an update. Quantavius Eason for public urination, and they took him to jail. You remember the kid? He was
Old
a 10-year-old.
Quantavius.
Yeah, and his mom was in some sort of meeting,
Prison?
and it said there was no public restroom on the sign, so the kid was peeing next to the car, which probably better than going in his pants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Officers saw the boy urinating next to his mother's car while she was inside a lawyer's office. The police chief called the arrest an error in judgment and claimed one of the officers involved would be disciplined and another no longer worked for the department. But
you knew there had to be one.
Idiocy runs deep in this jurisdiction. A juvenile court judge sentenced Eason to 3 months of probation.
10-year-old.
And required him to write an essay about Kobe Bryant.
Does the judge know that Kobe's been, dead for a while?
No idea. The thing that kills me is all you have to do is tell the kid, hey, don't do that. If I'm in my lawyer's office, just come in and use their bathroom. You can. It's not a public bathroom, but I'm a client.
How hard would that be?
It would be really simple. Peeing next to a car, a 10-year-old, really? You pack of maroons.
Yep. That's why my son has trees all along the back of his house, because his 3-year-old
pees outside.
When you gotta, you gotta. Firefighters in southern New Jersey came to the rescue of a dog.
Yay!
Really? Who got stuck in a spare tire. Franklinville Volunteer Fire Company crew found Daisy. She's an 11-month-old yellow lab pup. Responded to a Franklin Township home last week. Her neck was...
How small was that spare tire?
It's a regular, normal spare tire, the way it looked.
How did she get... Okay, I'm listening.
Picture this, if you will, the spare tire. You know how they always wear those cones after they've had like ear surgery or something? That's just what it looks like, only hers was a tire.
Nice. Michelin?
Not your best move, Days. Her neck was deep in the middle of the tire rim, and the firefighters had to work quickly to devise a rescue plan to attempt to get the dog out of there. Oh, yes. And did I mention she's a 11-month-old lab?
I thought it was just the tire, but I see what happened. She went through
the rim. Got caught in the rim.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So now they have to not only get her out, but they have to try to way to keep an 11-month-old lab puppy calm.
Oh, poor thing.
So Lieutenant Brandon Volpe told the Philadelphia Inquirer the crew first used dish soap and water and didn't work.
That didn't keep her calm.
As he said, she was pretty stuck in there. When they tried vegetable oil, that didn't work. So then they put plastic wrap around her neck.
Yeah.
Right, figuring with the oil and soap and stuff, it'd slide her right out of there.
Yep.
Strike 3. It's at this point that the lieutenant remembered he had plasma cutters at his home. So the crew put Daisy on a red wagon. Honest to God, there's got to be video of that somewhere. The firefighters put Daisy on a red wagon and headed to Volpe's garage. He recalls the dog panicked just a little bit, but they put the fire blanket around the head and tucked it under and in 5 minutes she was gone. Out.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Not their first rodeo.
Glad to hear that. That
actually, it's just nice to see human beings outthink a lab.
They often can't,
because sometimes it's come to that point where it's like, really?
Yeah, let the dog handle it. You're too stupid.
Yeah. Just give the dog the materials. He'll figure it out. It may take years, but he'll still beat you.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.